This is penny black, the very first adhesive stamp used by the Postal Service. It was a 1-cent postage stamp used in England, and this black and white silhouette changed the world. The self-adhesive stamp was created by Sir Rowland Hill, a British schoolteacher. There were over 68 million stamps printed. For a collector today, a penny stamp may be worth up to $5,000 if it's in mint condition, and perhaps more if it was printed from plate number 11. Anyone with 1 cent in 1840 could send a letter weighing up to half of an ounce to anyone in the British Isles. 2 years later, the first adhesive stamp was issued in America, and in 1845, New York postmaster Robert H. Morris introduced provisional stamps to the States. Postage stamps revolutionized the way people connected with one another. With millions of Europeans immigrating to America, the stamps brought families together who once thought they would never hear from one another again. Imagine the heartfelt sentiment in those handwritten letters sent from England to a loved one in America. The penny black stamp featured the silhouette of the young Queen Victoria, and it's just another example of a custom taken from Queen Victoria's reign that has changed how we communicate and live today. Another first in the Victorian era is the Christmas card. It was also designed by a British educator. His name was Henry Cole. Cole was overwhelmed with the amount of Christmas letters he received from friends during the holiday season, and knowing that he could not possibly reply to them all because only a true gentleman would, Cole hired an artist to design a card that he could duplicate in mass and send to each of his 1,000 friends. The card had a standard greeting, "A Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you." By 1870, over 11 million Christmas cards printed in England. And at the same time, the Postal Service cut the price of the penny stamp in half and created the halfpenny stamp. With this price cut, Christmas card giving was now affordable to everyone, and even the poor could call on a friend from afar and share joy, or to lift their spirits if one was feeling down. I've built me a bridge of kindest thoughts over the ocean so wide, all good wishes keep brushing across from this to the other side. This Christmas poem was penned by a young woman traveling in Scotland in the late 1800s. She took advantage of the halfpenny stamp, and it's alleged she sent the very first photo Christmas card in 1891. Phoebe Ann was born in Ohio around 1860. In order to survive a difficult childhood, she married young at the age of 14 to an Irish immigrant named Francis, and together they left for the circus. Phoebe and her husband traveled as a vaudeville act and later joined Buffalo Bill's Wild West Circus, where she performed across the United States for over 16 years. Eventually, the pair found themselves on their way to England in 1887 and performed for Queen Victoria at her 50th Jubilee. By this time, Phoebe had shot herself to celebrity status, so she continued her European tour, and in November 1891 took photos of herself dressed in tartan plaid to a printer in Scotland and paid to have them bulk printed as Christmas cards. This beautiful woman, most commonly known as Annie Oakley, sent the first photo card to her friends in America and her family in Greenville, Ohio. This is a photo of Dr. Fisher, taken in 1958 at the Isaac Walton Club in Oil City, PA. He is holding a shotgun once used by Annie Oakley. He was a master marksman and spent a lot of time at the Waltonian Club, which was the former Monarch Park. As a young man, and at about the same age as Annie Oakley when she made her debut, he was matched with a stonemason and a bartender from the oil fields named Jack Dempsey. After Fisher hit 29 out of the 30 targets, the ruffian Dempsey conceded that he had been beat, and Fisher went on to win the National Indoor Championships to defeat 75 other rifle shooters from the United States. While Fisher never gained the celebrity status as Annie Oakley, the good doctor was a local celebrity in Venango County, even at the old age of 81. So there you have it. In just 6 degrees, we always find our way to Liberty Street.